Okay, good day to you guys. I want to actually through this strategy, the final breakout and retest strategy, the one from the higher time frame and the confirmation on the lower time frame, or the action on the lower time frame and the confirmation on the lower time frame as well. You can use this in both scenarios. But for this night, I'm going to be starting my analysis from H4, because if I should start from daily, I don't know, my lines are deleting and I just want you guys to just grab it. Just know that you have to start your analysis from the time frame that gives you the general view of the market. Are you getting? So this is what you do. You already know. You do this. Okay, let's get the highest point of this market firstly. So let me make use of this line. Then I just need to measure. Okay, so I know here is my highest point in the market. So what do? I just need to extend this one. I need to extend this. Alright. So how do I extend this? I'm trying to draw now because this trend line is giving issues on mobile. I don't know if it's same with everyone there. So I'm coming. I want to make sure this thing is perfect. I hope you all understand. I just want to make sure it's perfect. Okay, so I've drawn that. So let me go. Okay, good. So I'm just going to, find the nearest place I can drag this to. I think we still have some more eyes in this market. This is one here. So let's just keep dragging. I don't know. Okay, we still have more. We still have more. I'm going to make sure everything is perfect, so you need less to worry. Okay. So I guess this should be the last side that is high in this market. I don't know. But let me see what I've drawn so far. Let me see if it is nonsense or it's making sense. Please pay attention to this video. You are going to be using it. So let's say I go to my daily and let me see what I've drawn. Okay, so we made a mistake here. What am I going to do? I just have to correct it. Why I drew it from the H4 is because I don't want the line to disappear. It's not maybe you have to start yours from H4, no. But I don't want this line disappearing. I don't know what's wrong with MT5 lately. Okay, now so you see, I think it's not even perfect yet. Although I know what I'm looking for in this market, but at least just to make sure that you guys are getting exactly what I want you to get. Okay, now so you already know this is the lowest point. This particular side is the lowest point because this place is no longer valid as the lowest side of the market. So what am I going to do? I can just come to my H1 and this, where is the last place the market was touching? So what's happening again to the trend line? This is what I'm saying. But let me just draw a line from here anyway. Let's draw a new line from here again, because this was the last point. Please pay attention to the rules I'm going to be laying for this trade, so that you can always repeat them yourself, because you need every detail of this strategy. If you are missing just one thing, you just realize that the trade are not making sense for you, and you'll be being like you are going to be saying the brokers are manipulative, they are this, they are that. And one thing you have to remember is that your strategy cannot be, it can't be the most supreme. Yeah, a lot of people make use of different strategies, so the market needs to respect some people, disrespect some people sometimes too. So it's not about being manipulative each and every time, but you just have to find the edge that works best in this strategy, in this trading industry. And you can see the trade we've been taking lately, they have been fire. Okay, so let's say we have this is nice. And what else are we looking for? Let's come to H1. Well, okay, I can see the line now. At least I see one, so we can still manage that one. You know what to do, right? Just start your analysis from the higher time frame. So what am I going to do here? I'm going to get a line again. I've not even drawn for it down because there's nothing yet to draw there. I want to make sure that I'm seeing the market the best way. I think they should have dropped a trade for you on this already. I'm coming. I took the trade for investors account. breakout only, and it went really well. But this is the strategy I want us to use for the night. Okay, this thing is not touching well. So what am I going to do? It's really stressful, doing these things with phone, but I prefer to use phone. I don't know why. I prefer using my mobile using a mobile than a system. Okay, you can see it's perfect here, then straight down to here. So what am I going to do next again? I think I can still do on this one now. So here I'm going to start it from there. Please pay attention to every details of this strategy, because there are things I'm going to be explaining that you just need to, because these are the things you might have been missing out on. Maybe you didn't take note of them, you felt like maybe they are not important informations, whereas all these tiny details, they do matter. Okay, now so I have this. I think I'm seeing a little change of trend there, but I can't say yet because I don't have a confirmation for it. What am I gonna do? Okay, you see, I'm making sure that okay, these things are perfectly drawn. So remember, this was our last place in the market, and it seems like we have a double bottom that has already completed its work. Okay, so what am I going to do here? This is on the H1, right? So let's see if I can just draw on the H1 and see if it's going to. Okay, you see my action is on the higher time frame for this strategy. My action is on the I have a breakout and retest on the higher time frame here. You see, this one touch, two touch, then it broke out of this place and turned this side to a resistance. But this market was respecting this side as a support. And remember that once you have an action that is a breakout and retest on the higher time frame, then you wait for a breakout and retest also on the lower time frame. If the market will respect that, let the market go, unless you are using another strategy. Are you getting me? And if you have the action on the lower time frame, you wait for a breakout only on the lower time frame, and sometimes too it can retest, but that's how the rules works. And this strategy is something that I've practiced over and over, and it's really really working well. And in most cases it falls into the category of this ABC structure. I've actually forgotten that strategy name. I think I taught you guys that one, the ABC structure. Yeah, it always works with ABC structure, especially when it's retesting. So what am I going to do here? um I'm going to just be like, or let me see if I can draw this, then but we can't risk it. The market is crazy, it might just come back. So if this market is not going to come back, let it go. Let's face what you are here for. But I think the trade should have taken the trade right from here if you were not focusing on just one strategy. I'm trying to make sure this line is drawn well. Okay, so let's say this is the line. Okay, let me come to I just want to make sure it's perfectly fitting. Okay, so you see it's touching every angle. Touch one, two, and this is the third one. So let me come to the 15 minutes and see what I can do. Okay, yeah. If you're going to be using the ABC structure, let's see. You see, tiniest details here, and okay. You see, there's already a trade that went right along here. You see, very perfect one. It was a perfect entry. You see here, this is the ABC structure. Do you see it? It broke out and we tested it and straight down. So I guess this market didn't use the final strategy whatever to do whatever it's going to do here. It was clearly on the ABC structure, but at least you can see like we already have like two strategies we are watching out on. This is a breakout and retest on the higher time frame. So we are on the lower time frame now. And what am I going to do? Let me see the 5 minutes and see what I can draw. Okay, so now You have to pick the market from the place it retested. Like this particular side was the place the market was trying to where it started retracing from. Yeah, exactly this side. So you take your trend line like this. I'm on the lower time frame now. I can use the 5 minutes, I can use the 15 minutes. Then what am I going to do? I'm just going to do like this. So let me check my 15 minutes and see if the market can come back to fill a gap for me. So yeah, I can see that. Okay, I'm going to be like this market should come back to this zone. The market should come back to this particular zone here. You see, it's still going to be a breakout and retest again. Are you getting me? But I prefer to pick the market right from the here. This gap now, this is a fair value gap. There's no gap here anymore. You see, the market has filled here. There's no gap here, but this is a gap. There's a space between here and to this place. Are you getting? So there's a gap here, so I'm just going to enter from here. So here you can even see like there are more strategies, because now you are trading fair value gap, you are trading the ABC structure, and you can see a breakout and retest again. So imagine if you're having 3 confirmations on a single trade. How is it possible that you lose such trade? The only thing you just have to do is to be patient and be willing to wait. You just need to wait. We might have really lost this trade, but this is also how it works anyway. You wait for it, and how do you take your SL? You know, let's say this is my entry point, then my SL. If I want to be very very careful, I'm supposed to put my SL here if the market is really going to be respectful. But anything can happen in trading, so I will just put it at top of here. You see somewhere around there, just at the top, a little at the top. You see. So what about my take profit? Okay, my take profit will just be, anyway the market is touching, but I don't want us to go too far. I don't want us to go too far. So what am I going to do? Which we would have taken a profit here. You see, I mark this. You can see here, you can see here, there are strong zones. So, and you see the market got there before retracing back, then it came down again. Then where else would I have taken my profit? Let me see. I think I can still take a profit around this side. Yeah, I'm going to take a profit here, here, and you can see here too. So these are zones, and you can see that the market is almost touched here, and in fact it's even supposed to touch, because the wick is not an invalidation. You see, if I really did it well, if I draw this well, I think I'm supposed to have a touch. Yeah, it's supposed to touch. So but I don't want to fit it by force, so let's just leave it this way. So this is just going to be my TP, and I think TP1 is okay unless you are willing to risk and come down to this zone. But yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay already. But if I'm going to actually pick, okay, you can see there's a space in between here and here. There's a gap, so you can feel like, okay, the market should come here to fill the gap. Yeah, or if you want to be more, you want to be more careful, it's also okay to, there's a gap here to this place. It's also okay to put it around there and say, okay, I'm okay here. The main thing is for the trade to come. So you just have to pay attention to the tiniest of this detail. And let me see the risk to reward. Let's try the risk to reward. Let's say this is 0.5. Okay, let's say you're risking 6.88 for 21 USD. Let's say for 22 USD. That is 7 times 3, 21. That is 1:3 trade. And imagine if the trade should come, at least you have like 3 more times to try out trading again. So I think this is a good one. So you can see, if you have the action on the high time frame, a breakout and retest. On the lower time frame, you wait for a breakout and retest too. If the action is on the lower time frame, a breakout and a retest. On the lower time frame, breakout and a retest, you wait for a breakout only on the lower time frame. So it's as easy as this. Please try to watch and watch and watch, learn and unlearn. This thing keep like it's like an evolution. You just need to keep blending in. It's like an update. You understand? Sometimes there are old fashioned stuff here, so you just have to keep blending and blending into this game. The more you don't need to rest. The one you learned last year is not enough. You need more. Strategies are just rolling out every day, and in the course book I'm trying to publish, I've written over 15 strategies, different ones that I've tested myself, and it's really working. It's really working like crazy. And I hope that anybody reading the book should be able to be like, okay, I gained something from here. Because I believe if you say you don't gain from the book, then maybe this trading is not for you. The industry is not meant for you. So this is just all I have to say regarding this trade. So it's as easy as this. And mind you, try to select just a few pair. You don't need to trade every pair. Forget about jump, volatility 10, 20, 50, 70, 100. No. Just pick two. Two is okay. Understand them well. Understand the market behavior. That's all you need. For me, I only trade two pairs on the reef. I trade one on World Trade. But now I'm thinking like I've added like about more two. You understand, on World Trade. But they are still of the same behavior. So you don't need much of this thing. You just need a little. One trade in a week is even enough if you are going to be having a plus setup. So that is that on the final breakout and with that strategy. You got the ABC strategy here, then you have the fair value gap strategy as well. So what else are we looking for? This is great. So please try to watch and just keep it going. That's all I can say. So have a good day. Bye.